Hey, Rose. You're going to be leaving for a business trip today, right?
Huh? What is it, Trisha?
You told me about it at the memorial service, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm already at my destination. What about it?
We only got each other's contact information at the memorial service, right? Even if we are cousins, I thought it would be rude to contact you when you're busy, so I thought I should ask you about it.
Oh, is that so? Well, just text me whenever there's something you need to tell me. I already told you this at the memorial service, but just know that there are going to be times when my replies are going to be really slow.
Got it.
Good morning, Mrs. Yates. Is now a good time?
Oh, Mr. Hunt? It's unusual of you to contact me like this by text.
Yep, even though we did exchange contact information when I moved here.
I mean, it's faster to just talk to each other in person when you live in the room next door. So, what's the matter?
Well, this is going to sound rude, but I have a question for you. You said that you were going to be gone for a while, right?
Oh, yes. About 2 more weeks.
The lights in your room are on every evening.
What? I'm currently on a business trip, so there shouldn't be anyone in the house.
Yes, it looks like the lights are being turned off during the day, which caught my attention, so I decided to contact you. It's not like you come home from your trip occasionally, right?
Yep. I haven't been home since I left.
Did you ask one of your acquaintances to check in on your house then?
I asked my landowner to do that for me, but I doubt he would visit every evening.
Huh. So what is it then? Maybe a thief.
What?
Oh, never mind. I guess it's strange for a thief to visit every night, but if it's not your landowner, then that means that someone must have a spare key to your room.
That's probably not the case. My parents' house is far away as well, so...
Do you have any relatives living nearby?
I have 2 cousins who live at a place that's a 20-minute drive from my house, but I haven't given them spare keys.
Don't you think that this is quite serious?
It seems so. I'll tell my company about it and come home this evening.
Should I tell your landlord about it?
Yes, it might make things go smoother if you told him what you know about the situation.
Understood. Oh, and please contact me when you arrive. The landowner's a woman past her 70s, so I think that it would be helpful to have the help of a man at times like this.
Thanks, that would be really helpful.
Well, come home safely then.
Yep, thank you for contacting me. Hi, Mr. Hunt. Thanks for contacting me in the afternoon about the situation. I just arrived at my landowner's house.
Hi, Miss Yates. It must have been a long trip.
My landowner already checked in on the house for me, and when she looked through the window, it seems that the light in my room on the 2nd floor really was turned on.
I was able to get home from work a bit early today, so I was observing your room. It seems that the person arrived 1 hour earlier than you. The window was open strangely, so I did a bit of eavesdropping and,
What is it?
well, I think I heard the voices of a man and a woman.
What? A man and a woman?
Well, what they were saying was, they must have been having sex based on what they were saying.
Huh?
Sorry if I'm wrong and it's just my misunderstanding.
Oh, Don't be. Thank you for the information. Me and the landowner are going to be entering the house now. I know it's a hassle, but would you mind coming with us?
Understand. I'll be waiting in front of your room.
It was you, Trisha? Where did you run off to? You're only fast when you run away.
Huh? Why are you back so early?
That's not the problem. Why are you using my house as a hiding place for cheating? You were always the type of person who did whatever they wanted, but cheating on your husband while he's on assignment on his own is going too far.
Hold on. Weren't you supposed to be abroad for 2 weeks on a business trip?
Huh? Abroad?
That's why I thought we could use your room instead of going to a hotel.
My business trip was just to a neighboring prefecture.
Huh?
That's not the point, though! You used my spare key without my permission, didn't you? Let me guess. Was it at the memorial service 1 month ago?
Yes. I heard that you were going to be abroad for 3 weeks on a business trip, and I also noticed that there was a locksmith near the shrine we had the memorial service at. I thought that this was the perfect chance, but why have you come back so early?
It's Candace, our other cousin, not me, who's going abroad on a business trip.
Huh? Candace?
You were sitting right behind us at the memorial service, right, Trisha? That's probably when you overheard us talking about how we were going to go on a business trip at the same time. You probably had it mixed up and thought I was going abroad and Candace was staying in the country.
But you work at a foreign firm, right, Rose? Which is why I thought for sure that you were the one going abroad.
I see. So you've got even that wrong. I work at a medium-sized company that just has a few offices around the country.
Huh?
It's Candace who works at a foreign firm.
No way! There's no way Candace, who grew up poor and without a proper education, could get into such a place.
It looks like you haven't changed and how you're still full of prejudices. Don't you know how hard Candace has worked up until now? She got into university with a scholarship that exempted her from having to pay a tuition since her grades in high school were so good. She even graduated at the top of her class since she's so smart.
Wasn't she a high school graduate?
Wow, how far do your prejudices go?
Fine, who cares? It's not like you know who my boyfriend is or anything.
Speaking of which, wasn't the man you fled my room with back there Candace's fiancé, Mr. Tyson?
You know?
Candace introduced me to him just recently, so we've met each other before.
No way.
When I barged into the two of you back there, he made a face looking like he knew he screwed up and said my name. It was Mr. Tyson, without a doubt, right? I'm going to tell Candace about this.
Hey, hold on!
Of course I'm going to tell your husband about it as well.
I said hold on! I got divorced with my husband. Because you had to go on and tell him what happened.
This is about the business trip 3 months ago, right? I already know what happened. It seems that Candace canceled her marriage with Mr. Tyson as well. I heard you made Mr. Tyson pay alimony for you?
Well, kind of. I mean, I was thinking about stealing him from Candace from the beginning. It all started when I thought to myself that Candace didn't deserve a man like him. So I decided that I would have him for myself, who's a much better match for him. I mean, he's so much more high-spec than my ex-husband, and he's more rich and handsome as well.
Huh?
By the way, it's been 100 days since I got divorced, so I married Mr. Tyson. My ex-husband was a pretty high-spec himself, and he let me just relax at home as a housewife. But I guess I got an upgrade. And from now on, I'm a celebrity housewife that relaxes at home. I'm so lucky, it's kind of unfair.
Mr. Tyson is unemployed currently. Did you know that?
Huh?
The company he was running with his friend went bankrupt half a month ago.
Bankrupt?
I heard that to pay off the debt, he had to take a loan out because of the bankruptcy. He's now working part-time while looking for a new job.
He's in debt?
I heard that that's part of the reason why he and Candace delayed their wedding ceremony, which they've been planning to have the next spring. And yet, given his situation, you still made him pay your alimony for you. He might be in even more debt now than he was in the start.
You're joking, right?
The reason you were using my room as a secret hiding place was because Mr. Tyson told you that going to hotels was too expensive. So he wanted to meet at your house, where your husband was gone because of his assignment elsewhere, right?
Huh? Well, yes, that's why.
This is just my speculation, but he was in debt, so he probably didn't want to spend too much money. But there are a few cameras placed in your house to keep watch of your pet, right? And you knew that there was a chance that your husband would check in on the cameras from where he was assigned, meaning that if you brought Mr. Tyson in your house, you would have surely gotten caught. During that time, you happened to hear me talking about how I was going on a business trip and thought of using my room instead. So you made a spare key without telling me, and that's what happened, right?
Hold on. I finally realized it now, but could it be the case that I'm screwed because I just married an unemployed man who's in debt?
Looks like it.
No way! No way! No! I won't accept this! I'm going to divorce him!
But is it going to be that easy?
Huh?
Well, you see, I'm currently with Candace right now, and she's saying that Mr. Tyson is an extremely jealous person, and if you don't put him in the palm of your hand and control him well, then you're going to become mentally unstable.
What?
She says thanks for taking her hands off of such a bothersome man.
What do you mean?
Well, that's the situation, so good luck.
Don't scare me like that. Rose!
Good evening, Miss Yates. It's been 2 months since you moved to your new room. Have you gotten used to it?
Good evening, Mr. Hunt. My move happened at the same time. It got really busy at work, so I was only able to arrange all my stuff just recently. But I only moved to the apartment across the street. The layout is similar to my old room, and the landowner is still the same. So it doesn't really feel like much has changed.
I see.
That being said, it's so freeing finally to get away from the room that was used as a secret meeting place for adultery.
I'm glad you feel that way. You live in room 202 now, right?
Yes. We're still neighbors like before, so I hope we can get along like before.
It'd be my pleasure.
On the other hand, though...
Yes, what is it?
Would you like to go out to dinner soon?
What?
I realized that I had never thanked you for helping me out with the incident a few months ago.
What? Don't worry about it. I already received some expensive sweets from you. That alone is enough, thanks.
It's not that I just want to thank you, but I thought that we could go out somewhere. So, is that a no?
No, I accept. I'm actually really happy.
I'm glad. How's 10 o'clock this Saturday?
Yep, I'm looking forward to it.
Trisha was unable to tell Mr. Tyson that she wanted to divorce him, and she was forced to take on his debt with him as his wife. But it didn't change the fact that she had stolen another woman's fiancé, so she could no longer depend on her parents since they had cut ties with her. Her dream of being a celebrity housewife that just relaxes at home was now not just a dream, but a dream inside a dream. Instead of living the life she thought she was going to live after marrying Mr. Tyson, she now lives in poverty, even though she works from day to night every day. She was immediately thrown into a horrible life. Not only that, but it seems that what Candace said was true, so that now Trisha is on the verge of mental illness. After sending her last message to me and Candace saying that it wasn't supposed to be like this, we no longer heard anything from her, since it seemed like she could no longer pay her phone bills.